I could tell you a whimsical tale that's probably very inaccurate. The Sensible Sociopath.
2, 3, 1, go.
Roma, the podcast is here!
It really never gets old.
Sorry about those jokes I said earlier about babies with both sets of genitals.
What does that even mean?
You know, I'm willing to risk my life for this podcast, Roma.
Ugh, that sounds insane.
I'm also willing to risk your life for this podcast.
Periods are not just for women.
And you'll get to red pill yourself if you choose to.
Come on if you're thirsty.
Take off their underwear and relax with their uncle.
It was kind of traumatizing.
White people are bad and do bad things.
How fast can I eat your ass?
I mean, you know, you look at me and you go, this is an international man.
My whole life is a sham.
And you can't get the white Oreos, that's racist.
I think I counted like 25 racially charged jokes.
White privilege allows me to turn off someone's headlights.
I was just being agreeable.
Roma, when was the last time you were agreeable?
It's been days.
Also, if you try to poop really hard, sometimes you'll come.
You would think that we'd have our shit together.
It's the enema for your face.
Yeah, I was gonna say cleaning's for women.
I'm not a lady, Roma.
Oh, this is so gay.
Let's try to be inclusive, Roma.
What does that even mean?
I know these things, Roma. I know many things. Why, hello, everyone, and welcome to The Sensible Sociopath, episode 199, live on a Friday night. 199! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah! So, if you're here live with us, please chat with us in the chat. That's what it's for. You can shoot the sharo to all of your friends and family and loved ones and people you don't even know. Send it to them on Snapchat. You can send it to horrors. And
do you know about this great show, Splishy Back 194?
That's our co-host, Superfan Dan.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hi, Superfan Dan. Geez, Dan. 199 episodes.
I know, right?
When did you come on?
88.
88. Okay. That's a very Aryan number, Dan.
Is it?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know 88 was a very Aryan number.
It is. It's the most Aryan number because 8 is H and HH is Heil Hitler.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's
like
deep cut.
The Aryan nation, it's a prison thing, I believe.
Oh.
So you'll see the guys that were, you know, in the white whatevers, they'll have 88 tattooed on them.
Oh.
I think they also do other, but it's like one of those, ooh, they can't see between the lines, but everybody knows what it means. You know,
man.
Like the lightning bolts and, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's people with the SS.
Yeah, it's not something I believe in.
No. Not particularly.
No, exactly. So, let's see, Dan.
Let's see, indeed, Steve.
Yes, there's been a big event in historical history recently.
Did the cows come home?
The pigeons came to roost. The roosters came to pigeon.
The pit.
Something like that. I don't know. I know that Mike Tyson would probably go with pigeons, I would think.
Oh, so it's about Tyson. Because
Yes.
you know, I can't decide as to whether or not I'm just joking. I can't decide versus Tyson and Logan.
I meant Tyson chicken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
wait, are we talking the Dino Nuggies?
those
Is
are
that
good. Yeah.
Tyson?
Do not talk shit about
No.
Dino Nuggies.
Never. They taste better in dinosaur shape.
It's true. I always take barbecue sauce and it's like the tar pits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Where's my mastodon?
Oh, somebody did that at like an Airbnb. They like made this whole mountain and made it a volcano, and they like took I think it was either barbecue sauce or it was gravy, and they took dino nuggets and they put them everywhere, and they made it out of like mashed potatoes and broccoli and stuff for like the trees and rocks and things. And they just fucking like dino nugget tar pitted the fucking, it was fantastic.
Why is an Airbnb significant in the story? Did they leave it for them?
No, it's because they were out of town.
Well,
That
all
was a
Yeah.
point they made in the video.
Gotcha.
So I don't know.
Basically, they made like the science experiment, you know, whatever volcano, but
Oh,
then made it out of mashed potatoes and dino nuggets. And yeah. All right. Well, Dan, you and I are not particularly political, I would say.
No, not really.
Because I don't.
There's a whole ball of wax to that I just definitely don't try to get involved in so much more as quit fucking with me.
Yeah. Well, and I think that, a lot of us are more libertarian leaning or whatever. Just like,
That's
hey,
true.
Stay out of our business. And
we'd prefer that.
And we don't want to pay for your stuff.
Fuck
you know?
no.
But it is
fund it yourself.
It's definitely on the right side of the liberal versus conservative.
I would say I'm more conservatarian than I am libertarian.
Yeah. And and then there's also other
that should be a phrase that we coin. Conservatarian. I think it's more accurate than it is a libertarian.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, but see, like the thing about a libertarian is, I don't care if you do drugs. I don't care if you're, you get an abortion. I don't care about any of that stuff.
Right.
Just don't involve me. Like I'm not paying for it. I'm not.
The only involvement that the government should have in our lives, as a libertarian, protect our fucking borders.
That's true.
Try and keep us out of war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
And don't make life hell for us as citizens.
But most people don't have that perspective of us going to war. Like most people have no concept of what that is, like what it would be like to like have an invading force or something, something like that.
It's true.
You just hear about it. You see a little bit on the news, and it's all spun in a way that, whoever is making money gets what they want kind of thing.
It's true. It's very true.
So, that being said, that we're not super political and everything.
Correct.
It is political season.
Oh, yes, it is. We're coming down to the wire.
It's,
last 6 months.
And probably the most controversial, I would say the most controversial election,
that there
at
has
least U.S.
been
election.
in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
If ever.
Yeah. So the last time something like this happened, JFK got shot. So.
Oh, great. Don't ride in any limos with the top down, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about me. I mean, maybe down the road. We'll talk about that.
I'll wear a hat.
Yeah, but basically you have zealots on both ends.
Very true. The hard left, the hard right, and the people who just do lines in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you vote last 4 years ago?
Yes,
Good.
I did.
Me too, and I voted before. Actually, I think I voted in every presidential election I've been able to.
Yeah.
So what are the liberals versus the conservatives? We can really boil it down pretty easily into especially in things because we're exposed to the media and social media and all of these factors that, the general thing is liberals are good because they care about people and everybody and whatever.
Generally.
They want to take money from the rich and give it to the poor like Robin Hood.
When you're robbing in the hood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that the conservatives, there's this old saying that conservatives think that liberals are misguided. Liberals think that conservatives are evil. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I can't say I've heard that particular coin of phrase, I'd say.
Yeah. And I honestly believe that's to be true because, if you look at I guess the sort of verbiage and the sort of like name calling and doing all that stuff, it's shaped in such a way to promote the idea, these un-American ideas,
right.
The things that made us who we are,
yeah,
and make the people that want to conserve or preserve, our freedoms and our independence and all of those things. It makes them really demonizes. It makes us look like Nazis and people that want to fuck up women's rights and gay rights and
oh yeah,
all of those things.
It's demonizing is what
Absolutely.
It is, while making the other side so much more angelic and or saintly.
Yeah,
and
make people believe that the good thing is that it's never hard to do the good thing. The good thing is just going, oh, well, why wouldn't I want them to have rights? You know, that's the thing. And so they just all join the bandwagon. And it's really great because you aren't allowed to speak against them ever.
Oh,
You're not
God,
allowed to
no.
question any of that.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. So like if you brought it up in a group of like-minded people, I bet that half of them would agree with you, but they can never say that.
Right.
Because it's like a fucking gulag, you know. It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's like the
Yeah, no,
Gulag
it's-
Archipelago.
It's
yeah, exactly. Yeah, remove this person,
and
ruin
then they're
their life.
fucking, and then they're fucking gone. Like Waldo, you saw him 1 second, and then boom.
You're not
what
in
the
their
hell
social
happened to 'em?
circles. They talk shit about you. Basically,
yeah.
you're ostracized and exiled and all that.
Absolutely.
Do you want
Re-
to check some of the
Re-
chat?
I was just
Yep.
gonna say real quick before we get into the
Mhm.
meat and potatoes. So far, we have TCAS.
Mhm.
We got the old Totemus Prime or the Todd Bree. I don't know. Tobry.
What about T-Buy? No,
T-
I'm just kidding. We skipped the R, but
Yeah. T-Buy.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with it. AA Rose here, and
A-Ro?
yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
all
Well-
chiming in, and
Do they have? Let's see what they've been saying. Let's see. Same. As a libertarian, drink beer and leave me alone. LOL.
yeah,
A Rose says Biden just going to repeat. I don't think the country could handle another Trump for years. For 4 years. TB Todd Bree loves doing lines. I don't know what that means.
Apparently, it was clarified that well, I could have swore there was something about it. Nope, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's
So
gone.
you know, Arrow, he doesn't like either candidate. You know, and I totally, you know, look. I believe that there are different times when you need different things.
That is correct.
And well, let's talk about some fucking history. Okay.
All right. History it is.
We've got a lot of
We have a lot of that.
well, yeah, we've had ever since people wrote things down, you know, and orators back in
Correct.
the old days,
The ancient times when
Mhm.
men were men and well, that's another story.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody else get that reference?
Oh, so sorry. So, you know, the sort of things that they, you know, that liberals and conservatives differ on are things like healthcare, prison reform, police, guns, equality versus equity, meritocracy versus cronyism, reproductive rights, wars and conflicts. You know, these are the majorest things, you know, human sexuality, all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
They're very divisive.
Oh, incredibly.
And so basically, you know, if you're a liberal, you want everyone to have free health care, you want everybody to be let out of prison, you know, prison reform, you want no police or less police, and these are more the zealots, you know,
Yeah.
not so much
no
any
guns.
middle of the road people.
No guns.
Oh yeah, no guns. So Dan, do you know the difference between equality and equity? Do you know how that works and how it's been changed?
Well, equality is supposed to be the same for everybody.
Yeah, it's human rights. You know, it's
And-
everybody is the same. You know,
Equity sounds more like a financial term than it sounds like anything else.
it's the bastardized version of equality because when a lot of us think about equity, equity means that we all are the same. You treat a woman the same as a man. You treat a black guy the same as a white guy. Whatever, you know, whoever you are, you have a certain value, and based, you know, inherently. Of course, you could be a total shitbag and whatever, fuck that all, you know, whatever. We choose to do shit with our lives.
Absolutely.
Elon Musk is better than Charlie Manson, or what, you know, as far as
Okay.
equality goes.
Major differences.
Yeah,
Right.
but they
Yeah.
both started at the same place, you know.
Yeah.
So what equity
Is that
is?
South Africa?
Elon Musk is.
Well, no, you said they both started at the same place.
Oh,
was
I
just
don't know. Yeah,
clarifying
yeah,
that
yeah.
Charlie Manson wasn't.
Not the location, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying now.
But it would
Hopefully
explain the
we don't
swastika.
find out that Elon, killed people.
Neither did
Manson?
Manson. Yeah. Maybe when he
Oh
was,
yeah, the dope show.
yeah.
Yeah, he was all about drugs.
I get it. Marilyn Manson.
Oh, you were talking Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, Charles. Oh, okay.
So, equity is the idea that if you are privileged, which who makes that determination, right?
Okay.
If you are privileged,
Uh-huh.
that other people need to be elevated either financially or whatever power makes them.
Trickle down?
No, what they do is there's the idea that they always have this like this little meme thing, and it's a person watching, a tall it's from the back. They're watching like a baseball game.
Right.
The tall person sees over the fence just fine.
Right.
The middle person like can barely see over, and then the
Short person.
short person can't see shit, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a
Travis.
little what do they call that? I don't know. Anyways, it's a metaphor or whatever for all
Right.
this. So then the next one, and these are usually done by conservatives just to demonstrate the point, is, well, they don't care that you can see. They will cut you down because that's easier. It's easier for you to have your privilege taken away than to give privilege to everybody else,
Oh, shit.
which is why things like communism don't work and things like
Oh,
socialism don't work.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But so basically,
Duh,
equity
comrade.
is part of the new DEI stuff, the diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Okay.
Basically, it just means we're going to identify somebody and then take them down, just like they were doing with the Asians at Harvard.
Oh, okay.
It's like, so wait, based upon our exceptionalism, you're going to, you're going to deny us into the college that we fought so hard to get into? It's like, there's not any racism there. They're just better at academics
and kung fu. That's why they were fighting.
and their parents support them that way and all that stuff. Look, it's great. I'm happy that people are, doing well, doing better than me as a white man.
Correct. Yeah.
So, and then there's, so the opposite of that would be a meritocracy, which if you are, let's say you build robot legs, suddenly
Okay.
you can see all the games all around, like
It's
Elon Musk.
It's a risky procedure, but
Yeah.
I think it'll be
Totally worth it. Yeah. Wait, do I get a dick too?
That's the Pulse Thruster 5000
Oh, yeah,
that
dude.
they're equipping on that one.
Yeah. It jerks
7
itself
modes.
off. It jerks itself off. I just have to hold it, and it's, my arms are going to be so weak. It's the only way I'm holding on, Dan. So meritocracy versus cronyism. Meritocracy is if you do the best on the test, your merit has demonstrated that you deserve whatever you get.
You get what you deserve according to your merit,
Yeah.
right?
You climb up the ladder, whatever it is. It's just
Yeah.
meritocracy.
Yeah.
So based upon your merit. And then there's kind of the opposite, which is like cronyism, which is kind of a different thing. But the cronies, they basically put people in positions for reasons that are not merit-based.
Oh.
So whether they're your family, whether they're your friends.
Is that where the term your fucking cronies come from?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Fucking cronies.
Yeah, they're people that are loyal to you, and
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it now. And Genevieve has made it. Welcome, Genevieve.
what's up? So
Being on the show, being with the show, that's what's fun, Todd.
yeah,
Because he
Todd.
said, Genevieve said, hey, the fun has arrived.
Mhm.
And Todd said, define fun. And I said,
I don't know, kickball,
kickball. Yeah. But,
slip and slides.
being a part of the show, that's what's fun.
Yeah.
And we've got
Um,
multiple listeners over at Genevieve's domicile because we're on speakerphone.
Gay sex without AIDS.
Well, to everybody who's listening on speakerphone over at
Oops.
Genevieve's house, like, subscribe, shoot the sharrow,
Yeah.
get in on the action.
Don't watch on one phone.
You are all involved.
watch on every platform, everything you have.
You are all involved now.
Send that shit to other people because we're talking about serious shit today
Serious shit
and funny shit.
and funny,
Okay,
but
so
mostly serious.
Seriously
funny.
So, reproductive rights, of course, when is a baby? When it's, whatever, when
it's
is a
fucking
fetus?
baby.
Yeah, when is a fetus alive or when you're not allowed to murder it, kind of stuff. Which, look, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things about that, because they go, oh, they took away, the reproductive. I'm like, it's a state right. It's not anything to do with federal right. Like each state decides whether or not that's a thing, the medical boards. And,
when I was given the decision, I decided I was not going to keep my womb.
Yeah. And that's fine, Dan. You're a hell of a lady.
Yeah, well, it's better to be a hell of a lady than a fuck of a dude.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, and
yeah, no, we're good.
And so the other thing would be wars and conflicts, right? So
yeah.
People think that like conservatives are warmongers and stuff like that, and there were people like that were like McCain and like fucking Karl Rove. No, he was Clinton.
Karl Rove.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying like conservatives that were warmongers.
Oh yeah. I was the first one who wanted to go to war.
Here's the thing about it. I don't know if you've heard Eisenhower, right?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with his speech leaving office, the last speech he made as a president?
No.
That's where the term the military industrial complex came from.
Oh, shit.
Ike was a very high ranking, he became president, officer in the military, I think during like, I don't know if it was World War I or World War, but anyways, he was kind of like a
President Eisenhower.
He was kind of like a Patton type,
Oh, shit. We've got two more in. We've
Hell
got
yeah.
Savannah and John.
What's up?
Why so serious? I don't have the letter opener or the potato slicer, okay? I don't have it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, Stu. We're good to go.
Do you want to know how I got these scars? I was playing backgammon with a Puerto Rican.
I caught him cheating, Steve. I called him out.
My dad was drinking.
He didn't like that.
Yeah.
Not one bit.
Okay, so history, right?
Yes, more history.
Yeah. So historically, these conflicts have always been divisive, right?
Yeah, ever since the first rock versus stick argument.
Exactly. Yeah, we're tribalists. We believe in tribalism, or not that we believe in tribalism. We're evolutionarily created to support tribalism.
Correct.
The reason being is
it's how society started.
Yeah, if those people look different from us, we can't let them get our shit. We have our women, we have our food, we have our huts, whatever it is. Those people look different, and without diplomacy...
Yeah, we've got our fire, and they're trying to take our fucking fire.
Absolutely, yeah.
You get your sticks, and we're going to hope
that
their rocks don't make it through our sticks.
You take down a mammoth... I mean,
that's warmth
everybody's coming around.
For the whole orgy.
Yeah.
I mean, tribe.
All those fat people back when there was Stone Age.
Yeah, well, you had to be fat to live through the Stone Age.
Yeah.
You really did.
It was cold.
It was very cold.
The Ice Age, yeah.
Yeah, that too. We weren't even talking about that, and that was before air conditioning.
Yeah.
It was just air conditioned everywhere.
That's true. And you didn't wear underwear, so you were air conditioned yourself.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the butt flap.
It's a microclimate. That's where ecology comes from. Okay, so...
Oh, and we got Jay. Sorry, we got Jay, so I got to say, hey, Joey, how's it going?
What's up?
For something that he and I likes to do is we kind of likes to... I think it's more like the Teamsters. He's Joey, and I'm Lucas, okay? We always make sure that there's no problem with the boss, all right? We make sure we's on the levels, and we hold to that. We hold to that.
Lucas and Jerry?
Joey.
I found the nicest hand cream.
The nicest hand creams, you says. Listen up, Joey's. He's talking about the hand creams.
Being a stevedore.
Stevedores, yeah, I'm familiar.
And my first name is Steve and last name Adore.
Oh, all right. Yeah, as long as people don't slam you.
Oh.
Then they got to talk to the boss.
They adore me.
Good. That's how it should
And
be.
anyways, you can use it to jerk off is what I was going to say. Hand
Oh.
cream. It's good for your face too.
Before or after?
I always add it on top, you know, a nice layer of protein. Nice layer of protein keeps it from evaporating in the hot sun. That's why I work at night too. I'm a prostitute, but I have the softest hands. Softest.
Call me Stevie Soft Hands.
Exactly.
That's why I'm the adore.
They call me Stevie Reach Around.
It's best when you give him the old seatbelts. You know what I'm saying? He comes up from the tops, you go around from the sides, and you secures them.
Yeah. Well, and then you want to separate the pieces, you know.
You separates and then you fondles.
That's the rubbing that's tummy and patting the head of the dock world.
Of course,
You know?
you got to make sure that it's not a problem with the unions.
It's kind of like a rusty trombone, only your penis is inside the trombone.
That's definitely playing the old flesh trumpet dance.
Yeah.
Okay, back to histories.
You shouldn't do that though. You get air back.
No, yep, that's right.
Okay, so,
Oh, you calm down, Jay.
so it's been,
And we also have Jay.
you know, historically, how have the lines been divided? Generally, it's, you know, kind of the rich versus the poor. You know, the have full versus the have nots.
Bonfire versus the little flame.
Yeah. Authority versus like rebellion, you know, because obviously if people are bad leaders, that's when like rebellions, you know, and things happen. Or if the people are misguided or manipulated or all of those things. And then there's like kind of in the same vein of the authority and the rebel, you know, rebellion rebels. A lot of it was like tyranny versus human rights. That was a lot of it in the kind of the Middle Ages and things like that. There was some very significant figures.
Now, are we talking the Middle Ages or the Dark Ages? Because that's before light bulbs.
Yeah. I don't know. Good question, Dan.
All right. Definitely
Yeah.
torches were involved
Sorry.
somewhere.
Yes. It wouldn't be the Dark Ages.
Okay. Okay.
Unless I was on the docks
That's...
with my hand cream. So, significant figures, right?
Right.
Dan, have you heard of Jesus? You familiar with
Jesus?
his words? Yeah.
He
He's
likes
the
to-
Puerto Rican.
He likes to cut my lawn.
He's a Puerto Rican that cut my lips, cut my face.
Oh, Jesus. You were playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Jesus.
He's a very nice guy.
He definitely likes to make sure he can cut the lawn.
He
You
uses.
don't cut the lawn, he cut you.
He loves tequila and Viagra. He's a very old man. Soft hands.
Seaway. It's the original soft hands.
Cuejo. So Jesus basically was the inspiration for Western culture, basically, in the fact that people had no inherent value prior to Jesus. You know, I'm sure those people that sort of believed like, oh, I like you, you have value. But human beings did not have value. So when Jesus washed the feet of the lepers and like fucking took care of the whores, which I would do nowadays.
We know you do.
Oh yeah, I take care of them.
You should see his Tinder. It drips. Weird.
So so basically he started this whole thing of humanism. You know, that humans were inherently valuable, that the least of us, you know, should go first. You know, the poorest will get into heaven first. You know, he also
he was a fan of heaven?
Yeah.
Oh, is that Jesus?
Yeah. Is that a band from the 80s?
No, but I definitely remember that record.
Yeah. Heaven's Gate. That's what I was talking about.
I thought, no, I was thinking of the single Stairway to Heaven. That's what I was thinking about. I thought that was his.
That's a really good Aerosmith song. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the best Aerosmith song.
I think so.
We're definitely getting slapped in the face for that.
Wait, Love in an Elevator.
Oh yeah, no,
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the biggest Christian song ever.
Yeah.
Love in an Elevator, ladies and gentlemen, and Hi to Hunter.
Well, and Christians don't slap people, kind of as a rule, you know, unless they generally turn the other cheek.
Well,
which
then
is
why
another,
do they call them Bible? Oh, it's because they thump people.
Mhm.
Bible thumpers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they thump them with the
the
Bible.
Bible.
That's right.
Or they hit you with the Bible belt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking right in the Bible belt.
I go buckle first.
Shit. Man.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, and
I
you know,
usually
you
got
know,
the tongue.
you know us conservatives, we got big buckles,
Yeah.
if anybody. So basically Jesus started that, movement, right?
Yeah. The wash the people's feet movement, the
Yeah.
take care of the women who will definitely pay to be taking care of you.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I think there was something about, equality.
I mean,
The
yeah,
Joe Schmo
that's what it
who's
was.
got 1 penny goes up there before,
Mhm.
Billy Bob who's got 800
yeah. Well, and what
pennies.
one of the I don't know if it's a quote from Jesus or a parable or whatever it is, but I believe he said it's easier to for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven.
Oh shit.
You didn't hear that?
That's
yeah.
some fucking hardcore shit,
I
man.
know. Yeah, camels don't fit there.
No. Do camels get into heaven?
And I
They
think,
hump twice.
and I think what he was saying, yeah, that's why there's 2 humps.
Yeah.
They're single hump. You just don't want to ride those ones because then you got your crotch on their neck.
Is that like trying to get through the weird, test where you gotta
Yeah.
try and
Can't
get it
touch the edges or else the
right,
operation
yeah,
nose
or,
goes
yeah,
off.
yeah. Right, yeah. Don't touch the sides.
Exactly. Jesus wasn't nice.
No,
He was righteous.
Oh, he was so righteous.
And that is very true.
Heard he was handsome.
Well, he went and fucking flipped tables at the temple because people were selling shit in God's house, It's like, fuck y'all, They were Jews.
They were at his house and they were selling shit.
Well, not his house or his dad's house, but they were claiming that shit.
If it was his corner, bro, that's his homeless veteran sign.
Oh, John. Okay, so
Don't fucking take off, John, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Quit being silly.
you can't help everybody.
No, I don't try to.
Okay, so the next guy.
I'm not Jesus.
The next guy was Charlemagne. Have you heard of?
Yeah, no, I know Charlemagne.
Yeah, most people hear about him in ninth grade, history. But he was basically the last. He was a Christian.
Okay.
King and emperor of the Franks, which was like the kind of the last very successful big swath of Europe being
Okay.
controlled by one guy.
All right.
And it was actually him and his brother, but he was really good. Sorry, I lost my spot. So basically he was like the last emperor of Europe.
Okay.
So
Was that before the Queen? I imagine
same lineage because
Really?
I think he did come from England. I know. I don't know
Bad
exactly.
teeth. Got it.
So, and that was back in the 749 to 814. So it was about 800 years after Jesus or whatever.
80?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so during his time, he was such a good ruler, and that it wasn't that he was the last emperor, like he fucked it up and everybody revolted and all that stuff, or disbanded or did whatever.
Right.
He did a very good job. Like, he was very charismatic. He was a strong leader. He was one of those war guys that
Was he one of those real motherfuckers who got on the front line with his troops?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, fucking go that son bitch.
Yeah, and that's why
Fucking pussies these days.
people respected him for
I'm
all
not
sorts
military
of
and
things.
I'll get my ass kicked later.
Yeah, well, and he set up things so that people were more prosperous. He wasn't just hoarding money and saying fuck all y'all and all that stuff, because that's generally how all the kings, that is how all the kings who failed,
Okay.
because they were too worried about their cronies.
Oh, fucking cronies
Yeah.
again.
Well, and here's the thing too is Europe after Charlemagne, and he fucked up everybody and spread Christianity all through all through Europe.
Yeah.
He Oh, so after him,
Okay.
this other like system was called feudalism.
Oh.
Feudalism, you heard of feudal Japan.
Oh, yeah.
So feudal Japan would be like, oh, there's, a bunch of little sects of
All dominated by warlords.
pretty much. Yeah. The shoguns.
The person who was the strongest in power
Yeah.
was the one who
Rich.
was leading the area.
Yep. You had the samurai that were your protectors, and you had ninjas that were your assassins.
Yeah.
You had large swaths of land. You had concubines. You had geisha. You had lots of money, power.
Kabuki theater,
Mhm.
shit like that. Oh, yeah.
And the feudalism was a crony thing because like you had to get along with the people and like, and a lot of times what a king would do is he would say, "Hey, you've been loyal to me. I'm having trouble keeping this shit under wraps. I need you. I'm going to give you this area.
You go take care of the left or front.
You be
over
me."
there.
Yeah, you be me over there. You get riches, you get everything. You can take advantage of the people, whatever fucking you got to do.
You have
know?
my power. Here's a dick print.
And here's the, here are my resources that I'm going to invest so that I retain power, and you, by any means necessary,
You're my sword and my pen
Put
and
me-
my voice.
keep me in power.
Okay.
So,
So it's like scammers these days.
scammers.
Yeah, the people who are like, we just want, you to get your signature. We want your approval.
Mhm.
We want your power
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
be
we
able
want-
to do what we want with
It's-
what you have.
It's almost petitioning, like if you
Oh,
do the
okay.
change.org. It's like, hey
Oh.
guys, like I'm just saying, like you fool people or whatever into, giving you some kind of power where you can go, oh, well, they all believe that. It's like, well, did you tell them the truth? Did you manipulate them? Did you take advantage of the stupid and young, or
Yeah,
because that's what a lot of it is.
right.
So here's some of the things that okay.
Boy, we're going all over the world, Steve.
Dude, totally. Yeah, well, I guess I was rolling in the feudal Japan thing because most people
Well, it's better than
are aware of it.
rolling in the deep. I'm telling you that.
Oh, yeah.
It's way better than that.
I love some Adele.
She's fantastic.
19,
Yeah, those pipes.
when she was hot.
I can't help it. I'd have sex with those pipes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
really
dude.
would. Not the rest of her. Just
Could you
the
imagine
pipes.
if she sang into your penis?
Oh my God.
Like if you put your penis into her voice box?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I mean, Mariah Carey?
Yeah, she's a little greasy.
Because she's Puerto Rican.
No.
Come on, Dan.
She's Mariah
Quit
Carey.
being racist.
Well, all right.
Wait,
Now I'm out.
or because she was married to Nick Cannon? Dan!
Oh.
Jesus.
Hey, no, that's for crying out loud. I'm trying to hold up. Wait, Nick Cannon hit that?
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Whoever's racist is a coward. I don't like racism. Racism should be banned.
She'll be banned.
I want it ending now.
Oh, God, yes.
Does that demonstrate to you the high level of intelligence it takes to buy into something?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And no,
Or the
as-
opposite.
Speaking of which,
Mhm.
and I think that is like the big stick
Yeah.
that either side has truly like fought with.
Oh.
Who's wielding the big stick
Yeah.
of racism this time?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
is the biggest stick of division
Mhm.
as to, well, they're holding the stick this time. And everybody's like, well, what's that stick that you're holding?
Mhm.
Nothing.
Do
I'm
you
not
think-
holding the stick.
Do you think that would work in any society? The accusation of racism and Nazism and all that?
Oh, absolutely.
Well-
Absolutely. I think that it would, because nobody wants to be called a Nazi. Nobody wants to be called a racist.
Yeah, true.
Because at that point, if you are declared a Nazi or a racist,
Mhm.
you're essentially liable to be, you are welcoming being
Mhm.
burned at the stake in the square, and everybody on all sides is going to smile about it.
Well, they have to. Or, they all
They're
go.
at least going to grin and bear it.
That-
If they don't,
they would all go, oh, I can't say shit because
right, because
I'm
this
next.
is what happens.
Yeah, yeah. That
And
person is a martyr. That's Jesus to you.
Our
That's your Jesus. So you
longtime
either-
listener, big time fan.
Mhm.
Margot is here.
Oh, hi, Margot.
Hi, Margot.
We're giving a history lesson and political stuff.
Yes,
Um,
and having fun along the way.
absolutely.
It's kind of like running through the game of Candyland.
We've already talked about dock workers giving reach arounds and
They got soft hands.
and performing a rusty trombone with a penis in your
Actual
butt.
talk.
Yeah. So now you're all caught up, Margot.
Just careful with the slider.
Yeah. Oh, and also Dan's racist.
Oh, gee. God damn it.
Yeah.
Why are you revealing these things now? We're waiting until the end.
So, Margot, we started at Jesus, and now we're on to, or we went to Charlemagne. He was the king of the Franks, emperor of Europe, last good emperor of Europe.
Now is that no, we're AD because I think Alexander, who they claimed to be great,
Alexander mediocre,
weird.
more like. Yeah.
Fucking
After you
weirdo.
fuck him, you're like,
Yeah, right?
he's not that great.
Dude, he was Alexander lame.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even spit on it. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Anyway.
At least cuddle.
Right? Right? Everybody loves a cuddle. And if they don't, they're lying to you.
Yeah, especially
Um,
cuttlefish.
Now that, fuck's sake, Margot, god damn it. She knows that I'm Asian.
Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny, Dan,
What else is funny, Steve?
is that where you said that you thought that like being accused of racism and all of that is like it would work in any like
Yeah.
society or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of homogeneous societies.
Really?
Japan. Think of Japan. The people who come there are not welcome there. And out actually throughout history.
Oh yeah. For the longest of time, it wasn't until like the late 1800s, early 1900s, no one was welcome on their
Mhm.
islands.
Like the Last
Period.
Samurai.
They'd fucking kill people.
Yeah, they would fucking kill you. Yes. So you either turn around or they'll fucking kill you because you're not allowed to impact their culture,
Correct.
which is brilliant. That's why Japan is such a cool place now. So basically, they just didn't let any outsiders in. So how are you going to be racist? I guess you're a racist against the Chinese who keep attacking the Japanese because they
Well,
want their shit.
You'd be racist against everybody because they're not of the race that belongs on the isles of your country.
You're right, but no one would accuse you of being racist
Because I'm Asian.
because, well, like, yeah, you're not in the military or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thanks, Margot. Thanks.
Yeah. But I'm just saying in Iran, people aren't going, or in North Korea, if you go, you're racist, they'd be like, against whom? Like, we're all,
All
this-
right.
it's all
All
of us
right.
here, like, yeah.
Debunked.
Yeah.
Debunked.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but here's the other thing. There are things like skin color and things like that, and especially in Asia, that really matters. So basically, the Japanese are at the top, and then like the Chinese, and then like the Philippine, and then the rest are considered like garbage Asians
Like
because
Taiwanese and fucking
yeah,
I think Hong
Thai.
Kong. I think Hong Kong is considered its own country now.
Well, yeah, that's a cool place, but actually, that's a whole mess too.
yeah,
um,
and the fucking Tibetans and all that shit.
Yeah,
Like people who know kung fu.
and no Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and Brad Pitt. Like,
Yeah.
come on now. Said something about llamas.
Yeah,
They made a dolly.
Lorenzo Lamas,
They made a dolly, and there were
Renegade?
llamas involved,
a dolly.
and Brad Pitt.
Oh, Sherpas. Yep.
Oh, yeah, Sherpa, Muhammad Jihad.
Yeah.
Bacala. Oh, wait, no. Oh, God damn it.
Team America, we need that. Okay, so there was a king in England.
Another one?
Yeah. This was King John. Okay.
John?
Yes.
That ain't no king I ever heard of.
Yeah. So he was a bad leader.
Oh, that's why.
He was tyrannical. He started a war with France, or I don't know if he started it
Did
or
he have
whatever.
small arms?
I don't know. Yeah. The Tyrannosaurus John.
We're not talking about you, John, I swear.
So there were these people, and
Yeah.
they were called barons. Okay.
Mm.
They were you may have heard of like robber barons, which were like the like Pulitzer and like a bunch of people that like took a bunch of money
I know of
as the Industrial Revolution happened.
I'm the biggest and most familiar with the Red Baron
Yes, good pizza.
because I was
or
gonna
the
say,
pilot.
Yeah, both,
Okay.
both.
Yeah, equally.
Yeah, they were both great.
I know the history
One
of every
tasted
tombstone.
good, and the other one flew a red plane.
And that was the first time that stuffed crust was integrated into the Red Baron repertoire. But these
Stay away from the frozen supremes.
this guy was so shitty, King John, that that even the nobles, which were the barons, okay, the nobility of his empire.
Those are under the king, right?
Yeah, like they would be the haves, the people.
So they're like a half king, but you don't
Probably
ever
more
call
like
it. You don't ever call it a half king, so they called it a baron.
probably more like the feudalism, where these people are the shoguns of those areas. Basically just the richest guy in town, the governor, the mayor, whoever. He dictates what the fuck happens because he owns you. He owns everything. And this is when human rights. I mean, depending on the king, if you were under Charlemagne,
Yeah,
you're relatively happy. Like there was
Yeah.
prosperity and all of that stuff.
I gotta interject real quick here.
Sure.
We've had all kinds of people in our chat today, regardless of whether or not they stuck around, and now we've also got Austin.
Hi,
Austin has shown up. We've had TCAS, we've had AARO, we've had T-Bree.
Yeah.
We've had Genevieve, we've had John,
Mhm.
we've had Savannah,
Margot.
we've had Margot,
Mm-hmm.
and now we've got Austin.
Yeah, Brian
And-
Austin Green.
Thank you to everybody who's
Yes.
been tuning in to episode 199
Yes.
of the Sensible Sociopath podcast. Continue on about the Barons.
Absolutely. So, people were fucking fed up with him. So,
Fucking fed up.
all he basically did was like hoard money, funnel it towards a war, causing all of this shit. And one of the reasons that it started getting bad was because in the around the same time, yes. So around the same time, the living conditions in Europe dramatically increased. So for a
They got better?
yeah.
Really?
But it's just in general. So like, and this had to start before
was
because
that before bowler hats or was that during the wigs?
that would be before the bowler hats.
Before bowlers.
Before
Okay.
wigs too, I think.
Oh,
It's
all
still
right.
under a king.
Hey.
So what happened was people started living longer, right? Prosperity in that sense. And so that was probably, or what happened was
So is that like post Flintstones life expectancy? Because that was,
any of them.
Fred
Dark
Flintstone's
Ages.
Fred Flintstone's dad lived to a ripe old age of 38,
Did he?
according to Fred Flintstone.
Yes.
So hopefully they lived to maybe 40, maybe 45.
Mm-hmm.
We're already beating them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on the cusp right now because I'm supposed to turn 39, but we'll see.
God damn it, you're old.
I'm the worst.
Gonna have to replace you with a hot chick. And then
I look
a year-
forward to it.
A year after she ages from the stress of this podcast.
Then you're gonna boom get
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, one right behind the ear. Actually, I misspoke. Okay, so there wasn't this big boom, because it's still the 1200s.
Yeah.
But what happened was the nobles and the church leaders, who were nobles pretty much, they all knew how to read and all that stuff. Oh, one thing Charlemagne did was he encouraged everyone to read. He had a very elementary education.
Education?
Yeah, but you didn't want that. Nobody wanted their people to read. They don't want you reading the Bible. They don't want you fucking, learning anything that
What
they
about-
don't tell you.
What about
you know?
writing? Could you write?
I mean,
Well,
after
you gotta
a while,
be able to at least put your mark,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to put your mark on stuff.
if they
that was
care if you
back when
sign
the-
anything.
That was back when they put the X.
Yeah,
Put your X on the line.
but that's when they used to use seals and shit too. Like if you're rich.
Yeah, with wax and
Yeah.
shit.
So the nobles and the religious,
We're not talking about THC wax.
nobility, came up with something called the Magna Carta. You ever heard of Magna Carta?
I am familiar with it, and yes, we were actually talking about THC wax. Continue.
So in 1215, that's when that came out, right? It went over a little bit of revision or whatever, but basically it was the first human rights like constitution. I think it had 663 or something sections. A lot of it dealing with like property and like whatever, you know. But it gave rights to the church. It gave rights to merchants. It gave rights to town people. So basically, it also gave rights to women and children who inherit property. Crazy, right? In 1200.
Yeah, considering
I mean, I wouldn't let
aspects about-
children have property or women.
especially about aspects these days, and a big argument that we're running into, which is equality
Mhm.
and whether or not women had always. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I can't right now. I can't. I just can't.
So, here's the huge one.
You had rights, women.
No punishment unless lawfully convicted.
Say that again.
No punishment unless lawfully convicted, which was not a thing.
If I could drop this mic,
Mm-hmm.
we'd drop this mic
Mhm.
because that's shitty.
Mhm.
Fucking, you don't know that shit. God damn it, you need to know that shit.
Yeah.
Continue.
Here's another thing. The barons could declare war on the king if they did not follow through, which that's a good thing. You know, it's legal, you know?
Are you telling me that they could rise up against their nobility?
Yeah.
And not
Well, the nobility would rise up against,
right
with their own
the
armies
other
and-
nobility.
yeah.
But they could
declare war on the fucking king
They
and
could-
take him out.
take down oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Here's the thing is the Magna Carta stood as the template for freedom and whatever, you know, in these monarch relationships.
I hear freedom is good.
Freedom's all right. You
Is
know,
it all right?
not for the people that don't deserve it, but you know, whatever,
Oh,
whatever.
Okay. Well, as long as, we make sure that they don't deserve it.
And as and John was still a shitty king, but they didn't I don't think they like killed him and did all that shit, that came along in the French Revolution. So most of the kings after him didn't follow it, but it was a good kind of start and a good template to like people have rights, right? Based on Christian morals and values.
Yeah.
And most significantly, it limited the power of the crown. And so as time went on, that really had an impact because you didn't have this monarch that just was fucking, in control of everything, right? So I mentioned the French Revolution. That was in, so we were just talking about like, the 1200s and then, the path to the French Revolution, which is in the 1700s, 1787.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're getting close.
Yeah. 17.
Yep.
Better than 12.
In some cases, wink.
Oh,
Yeah. Wait, I'm sure I have.
And yes,
something there.
Margot, I am old.
Mm-hmm. So this was called the Revolution of 1789, and it actually went from 87 to 99, so it almost went to the year 1800, which would
What?
Yeah. So,
Is this still in Europe?
yes, in France. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
That was
So-
while we were babies.
1789
Well, the country.
or 1999 or 1989.
1776.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
We were babies.
That, yeah.
Shit, you were focused on the Europeans. I get you. Better than being focused on babies. I'm fucking weird.
Yeah, exactly. Rusty trombone.
Soft hands. I swear.
I called-
Soft hands.
I call that a harmonica. You know? Just grab a couple babies together. They all make a different noise when you just got to put them on a plank that you can hold, I can hold 8 babies. Dan's probably a 10 or a 12. I don't know. He's got thick arms. And an appetite. So they called it the Revolution of 1789.
Okay.
It was the bloodiest revolution in history. Okay, it was the elites versus the commoners.
Look,
And-
look.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh no, it's before the Civil War. Okay, because Guns N' Roses once said, "I don't need your Civil War.
Well, Civil War's come around.
Feeds the rich while it buries the poor.
Ah, yes. All right.
Power hungry, something."
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, keep going.
So the elites versus the commoners, bloodiest revolution in history. The elites would literally do whatever for power. So they in 1789.
You talking about like donkey shows and shit?
No, dude, this shit's fucking legit.
Oh, okay.
300,000 arrests. And I don't know how many people were in France in total.
That's like over half of the population of our country.
It probably isn't that far off. So 300,000 arrests, 17,000 legal executions, like you were tried, and about 10,000 died in prison awaiting trial, and that it does not include the people that just weren't included in any of that, weren't written down or whatever.
Did those 10,000 people not have good enough lawyers?
I don't think they
Should've
got
him
lawyers
out of
then.
there.
Yeah, I mean, totally, yeah.
Fucking, they should have hired Johnny Cochran
Mm-hmm.
to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that the Chewbacca defense was upheld, because this does not make sense. Anyway, keep going.
So, basically what happened was Robespierre. You ever heard of it? Yeah. So he was one of the guys that was kind of in like around that like blood, or what was it? The Great Fear of 1789. Anyways, what happened was they kind of turned the tables and they started fucking guillotining all the nobility, all the elites, all the, king, all that shit.
Did they not know that guillotines have blades when they're fucking them?
No, they knew what was going on. They put it through there. Actually,
Heads-
yeah, I would put a guy's dick through the guillotine before I put his head through.
Heads roll.
Just to see. Yeah,
Both heads roll.
just to see the
through
look on his
guillotine.
face.
And he thought he was getting some.
Yeah.
Till that blade came down, and
Yeah.
he found out the hard way.
Yeah, or if you butt fucked him while.
Yeah.
I mean, how
no,
would that
I mean,
feel?
I don't know, Steve.
You try to come as his head hits the basket.
He's coming and going. That's all we're saying.
And so basically, there was just a clear distinction between the rich and the poor. Then, that was when the people in Europe doubled over like a couple, a generation or two or something
They
like
kept
that.
fucking through all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't even have fucking deodorant or nothing. I guess the French had perfumes, but they
What
also
the
had
hell?
armpit hair. So,
Like if
Evens
they're
out.
if they're still fucking and it's gross outside.
yeah, humid. Ugh.
Oh God, pungent. Smells of patchouli.
Yeah, and so, one of the things that always creates revolution, and this was the biggest, bloodiest revolution,
Right.
is the, inequities between the rich and the poor, or the powerful and the have-nots, and all that shit.
Isn't the inequities involved in the Constitution?
Inequities and inalienable rights.
What?
Yeah.
Aliens?
Or no, maybe that's the Samuel L. Jackson speech from Pulp Fiction.
No, I know that one.
Yeah, it's
That's Ezekiel
25, 17.
17.
The path of
Path
the
of the
righteous
righteous man is beset on all sides
by the,
by the inequities and the tyrannies of evil men.
blessed is he who
Oh, no,
is his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
And I
you will
strike
know. Oh,
I
yeah,
will
yeah.
strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger for those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. For you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And then
Yeah.
that was a terrible gun noise. I'm gonna get.
Yeah,
I'm just getting beat
sorry.
up later.
No, I don't have. God, I need to really do something.
There you go. Gun noises. Pay attention,
Gun
military.
noises.
Bang.
Yeah, so basically the only reason that was all caused is because, or not the only reason, but Europe doubled in size. Here's another thing that I thought was very interesting. So I was looking this up on like Britannica, the encyclopedia website.
Do those still exist?
Yeah.
I remember
it's a
having
website
those
now.
in my house.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ours was always like
They
5 or
weighed-
10 years old.
They weighed so goddamn much.
They were so valuable back then in the 90s.
yeah, you'd have a guy come around and sell you
Mhm.
editions.
No, we got them at the thrift store, but, you know.
Well, they'd still go door to door.
I mean, what changed about fucking Papua New Guinea? Nothing.
There's a Papua
So-
New Guinea?
Yeah, pop, pop,
God damn it.
blah, blah. So
I
not
love
only
it.
so not only were there twice as many people, right?
Okay. Yeah.
There
More
was
fucking.
also a gold rush in, I believe, 1739 in Brazil,
What?
and so
They
you know,
don't have gold?
not anymore.
Oh.
They have socialism,
oh, I'm sad now.
but it was very interesting because Britannica said something to the effect of they had all this gold come in, and you know, and it caused the value of I don't know, the value of things to increase, and therefore it was prosperous.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so wait, you have the same amount of resources, right?
Okay.
And then you introduce tons more money
Okay.
that really people aren't getting. You know,
Okay.
who do you think got that gold and money? The people with the fucking boats, the kings, the fucking noblemen.
Barons?
Yeah,
The barons?
yeah. That's
They-
how, and
they-
that's how you pay the barons to be fucking, you know, and give them armies and fucking do all that, right?
There was too
So
much
it just-
fucking going on.
It increases the fucking oppression, you know,
Oh, okay.
and so
The oppressed.
yeah. So basically you have prosperity that's happening. Now everyone lives longer. They're fucking and then you introduce a bunch of money that basically makes food, you know, just think of what just happened with COVID. We
Oh,
dumped a
God,
bunch of money
no.
in, and
Oh,
now everything
no.
is twice as expensive. Isn't that interesting how that works?
Why are you speaking relevance? Keep
Dude.
going.
Seriously.
Don't stop now.
So basically that was a revolution back then.
Like we're having a Queen moment.
and
Stop him now.
so the Karl Marx, I'm sure you're familiar with from
that
the show.
motherfucker,
Mhm.
he owes me money.
He owes everybody money. Yes, he was a piece of shit German economist. He wasn't an economist. He was a philosopher. But
I thought
basically,
he was a communist.
he is. Well, he designed communism and created it. It's called the Communist Manifesto, and that came out. He was a German. He was Jewish. He hated Jews. He was anti-Semitic.
Whoa.
He also had an entire family. He never had a job, never once.
What?
His friend supported his family
Oh,
while
he
that shitbag,
definitely owes me money.
and then he wouldn't even fucking, his hygiene was terrible even, you know? And so basically now everything that we learn
If he got that dirt under them fingernails, fucking forget about it.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your black fingernails.
I'm pretty sure he fucking fingered his own butt. But Marxism, which was created off of the teachings of him, who he had no experience, no drive, no fucking nothing, right? Just the piece of shittiest person. I honestly think he's the worst person that's ever lived, honestly. Just as far as his effects, you know? So Marxism
I
was
heard
adopted.
His beard was shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it was a decent beard, but I'm sure it didn't smell good. And I'm sure he didn't keep it trimmed or whatever.
All right, fair enough.
So the Communist Manifesto was a book that was basically about economics, and like economics is a study of everything in the universe. Okay, so how this affects that, how the weather affects the crops, how it affects the income of the poor people and then the rich people and all. It's all related. So people with no foresight make decisions based upon how they feel, and then it ruins all of this balance of this system. That is our economic,
Well, I mean, it makes sense because, they didn't have foreskins. So how the hell are they going to have foresight?
True. And
Wait.
if he did, he would have
Wait.
fucking.
Yeah, no, I stand by it.
So So
Where's
He-
the foreskin?
he went to, or sorry, his beliefs and the books that he wrote were the ones that inspired Lenin. You know,
John Lennon?
no,
He made some good music.
what was it? Vladimir Lenin.
Oh God, not
back in
another
the
Vladimir.
back in the early 1900s.
Oh, we're getting
Lenin
caught
was
up.
shipped in. Yeah, Lenin was shipped in from prison.
Believe it or not, that was like 100 years ago.
Not bad, yeah. He was shipped from a German prison
Okay.
to I don't know if it was Petersburg or whatever it was. It was one of those places.
Is that the St. Petersburg in like Russia?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
Kind of
all
the.
right.
It might not have been that one though. There might have been a second big city. I can't remember which one it is.
Heard there's a rumor in St. Petersburg.
So, what Karl Marx inspired Lenin to do was to take the have-nots, which were called the Bolsheviks. That's what he called them.
Oh, that sounds like he's calling them bullshits, but
Well,
in another language.
I don't know.
Keep going.
So the reason that he was able to get these have-nots together is because of Peter II, the Tsar. He was the last Tsar of Russia, and
I thought it was Nick. Was that not? It's not Nicholas. Was there a czar after
actually,
Nicholas?
I think you're right. Yeah, Tsar Nicholas II. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
'cause,
And he
you
had the
know-
whore wife with Rasputin, who was fucking Rasputin.
Yeah.
Um,
and fucking
I think her name was
Uh,
Catherine.
something.
Yeah, something like
But
that.
I mean, that was where
Mhm.
Anastasia.
Well, and he was such a soft, weak king that he just basically kind of let everything just kind of go. I mean, his wife's getting fucked by Rasputin, and
His daughter's a
he's-
Disney princess.
he's just kind of an impotent,
There was-
leader.
There was definitely blood disorders going on in that
Yes,
family
yes.
because of incest.
What is that?
Hemophilia.
Hemophilia. Yes, that's what his son had, and apparently Rasputin cured his son and then banged his wife. I don't know. So, anyways,
well, I mean,
he was
if
a
you-
magician.
If a magician
Mm-hmm.
is a magician.
The Egyptian magician.
Well, he definitely had that reliquary and the bad bar talk.
I don't know what those are.
That's okay. You don't have
All
to.
right.
Keep going.
So, Lenin used criminals, thugs, poor, everybody to fucking create a political party called
Okay.
the Bolsheviks.
Okay.
The Bolsheviks won the election in, I think, 1917, 1919, but it was 1917 was when the revolution happened. Then when they established that, and Lenin was a big part of that in 1917, they established an election, and then Lenin
Okay.
won.
Okay. So Lenin won
Mhm.
around the exact same time that Prussia, not Russia,
Mhm.
Prussia,
Mhm. The Persians, right?
no, Prussia, which was like northern Germany, and
okay,
that was essentially the start of World War One.
yeah,
Like there was
Mhm.
a baron,
Mhm.
I thought, who was killed in Prussia,
the
which
one that
started the
shot,
Kaiser,
the shot heard round the world, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
which was the Kaiser that ended up starting the Nazis in the fucking first place.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
it led to
that's
it.
where
Yes, it
that's
led
where
to
the
it.
Axis came around versus the Allies. I remember that game. It was incredibly complicated. I didn't ever try and play it because it'd take days.
Yeah.
But I mean, but it was early 1900s when World War One came out.
Yes, 1914 to 1917, I believe.
Right. So
Mhm.
we're talking around the same time.
The exact same time. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as I'm on the same page.
Where'd my vape go?
It's right there.
Oh, it was totally blocked. Yeah. Okay. So, so Lenin was the first communist leader of Russia. Stalin was his henchman. And so
Okay.
when Lenin got sick, Stalin took over.
Oh God, and Stalin was a fuck.
They were all
even
fucks.
even played by Robert De Niro. He
Yeah.
was a fuck.
Well, so and
What, was it Robert De Niro or was it Oh no, it wasn't. I don't think it was Robert De Niro.
somebody with a good mustache.
It was Robert
right.
Duvall.
Oh,
It was Robert Duvall.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on,
yeah,
I
but
gotta check
Duvall
it.
needs hair. Okay.
He
Anyways.
had hair in there. He didn't
Oh.
later. He lost it because he
Gotcha.
stopped being Lenin.
That's
Not
probably why I
Lenin.
haven't-
He stopped being Stalin.
So,
He quit Stalin. That's why he lost his hair.
Lenin and Marxist, Leninist, and Stalinist theories led to the China losing, China becoming a communist dictatorship, Northern Vietnam, Northern Korea.
It was Robert Duvall.
Gotcha. All over the world, it started to spread. And that's when the U.S. panicked because over the past 100 years, communism has led to the deaths of between 100 million and 160 million people throughout the world. And
Right.
no one knows this. Everybody's so fucking pissed off about Nazis killing 6 million Jews. And you kill 100 to 160 million people through violence, starvation, basically just complete inhumanity. And yet, Marx is taught in every fucking school that all these idiots go to, you know?
Okay, I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
Was he killing his own people?
Absolutely. Yes. And actually, the funniest thing
Okay, then
is
we're
that
not gonna care about it because it's not ours.
No. They were no. We're getting to serious shit.
I know. I know.
So Holodomor. If people haven't heard about Holodomor, I encourage you to take a look at it. It's a place in the Ukraine, and what they did was the Bolsheviks fucking cleaned out all the nobility, either killed them or exiled them or just made them completely submit. They took every single fucking grain of every bit of food that you had. If you were caught, as some people were caught doing this fucking like picking the extra grains out of the soil, they would fucking find you. They would send you, your kids, and your parents to the fucking gulags, which were just prisons where the worst things, you had no rights. They'd put you in a room and just turn the heat up until it killed you. Most of the time, it just froze you because they wouldn't waste resources on heat.
Yeah, no. Why turn up the fucking boiler?
Yeah.
That sounds ridiculous.
And so basically, you had nothing, and they actually had to produce posters that said, "Do not eat your children." It was being scolding of
I remember hearing about those.
Yeah. And so basically what would happen is you would be so starving and these people looked like the kids from fucking Ethiopia back in the 90s with the huge bellies and stuff. Fuck, dude. Actually,
that's distension, right?
I think we're gonna I think it's like parasites and stuff.
Are we getting freaky here?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting cereal.
Yep. So I'm just gonna share this with you, and I'm sorry that we might be running long today, but
Who the fuck? Who are you sorry to?
this is it. Okay. These were the kids of Holodomor. These were the kids people were eating. Look at that.
He doesn't look tasty.
But
Does he have a good sauce?
well, if you were lucky, your parents waited until you were dead to eat you, rather than killing you to eat you.
Oh shit.
And of course, they had to look at their other children. They said, "Oh, these two are healthy. That one's not so healthy.
You know,
I better feed that one to these two."
in Canada, I heard something about strapback. I don't think they had it.
And so, yeah, so it's just, they're not even showing the good shit here yet.
Well, what are you on? You're on Google? They're not gonna.
Yeah, that's true.
They're gonna be like, oh, that's shit that we gotta hide.
Let's see if I can turn
The
safe search. I don't know how
go to
to-
settings,
Oh,
safe search.
off.
I shouldn't know this.
Yeah, Dan. Fucking creep.
Safe search off.
Yeah. So, anyways, those are some of the just the. I remember there was this really good one of like adults that were starving, just so you could get an idea. So these are what you call fucking atrocities, and no one seems to think that
It happened in our lifetime.
I mean, I can't even find the fucking picture. It's in a book.
It's
I
because
know it.
they're keeping it from us.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, well, they're whitewashing it or doing whatever. You know, they're just making it. Yeah.
They are keeping
Yeah.
it from us.
Marxists-
I can't fucking lie.
Marxists-
They are keeping it from us.
Marxists don't like to look,
They don't
to
like
let you
to look
see
it
that
in the
shit.
face. They don't like to look it in the face. They don't like to look it in the mirror.
And
Keep
most
going.
of all, they don't want it shared. You know,
fuck no.
because that's why it's so funny. Because communists, they call right-wing people Nazis, right?
yes,
Nazi
racists
means-
and Nazis.
Nazi means National Socialist. So Nazi. Socialism is the precursor to communism. So, socialism is basically the people
Now wait a minute.
control the means of production. Communism is the government controls the means of production. So
And it's
Lenin, Stalin.
like, to the best of my knowledge, communism is supposed to be equality for all. Right?
I mean, that's what a commune is supposed to be.
Right. Despite where your education level is,
Yeah.
where your history is, what your social status is, everybody's equal, right?
Yes.
That's what communism
they
is
say.
supposed to be.
So they say.
It's supposed to be everybody's equal.
And
Right?
and here's
Everybody's supposed to get the exact same shit.
Mhm.
That's what communism is supposed to be about. We all live in a commune. We
Mhm.
all work together
Yeah.
to have the exact
That's it.
same.
that's
right?
the problem. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's the question that I have.
But the problem
is that we're all supposed to be of the same under communism, right?
maybe. I mean, it never works out that way, but that's
No,
what they
but
believe
that's
in
what-
their
that-
idealism.
That's
Yes.
what the ideal is
It
that
takes-
it's supposed to all be we're all equal.
So it takes the humanity out of everything.
Right.
So basically, Nazis aren't conservative. They're some of their views are conservative. I guess like nationalism. Like the Nazis were like, Germany's the shit. That's why we're fucking making everybody Germany.
An interesting fact I want to interject about is that through, I think the Google through the translation capabilities that we have,
Mhm.
they've translated Hitler's fucking speeches.
Probably. Yeah.
No, they have.
Okay.
I don't know what all they say.
Oh yeah. No,
And-
I mean,
but of the brief things that I have heard, it doesn't oh,
no,
man,
he's not going
I'm-
to say that shit. Yeah. He's not going to say
no,
that shit.
No.
Yeah.
He says
Yeah.
he says the good shit
Mhm.
that his people want to hear.
Yeah.
Like, I am for
Here's-
you. I am all about you.
That's
You
also
are my
perspective.
people.
Yeah,
right.
that's also
no,
perspective.
100% perspective.
Because they had lost the First World War, which completely decimated. It took everything that they had, every piece of self value that they own, their identity, their self
Kaiser
esteem.
fucked it up.
Yeah, and they took that away. And guess what? Hitler did.
They
He
went
gave
through.
it back to them.
They
and
went
that's
through
why,
two Reichs. They went through two
Okay.
Reichs
All right,
because they were
maybe.
trying to bring about the Third Reich
Mhm.
with Nazis, and the Third Reich. Well,
Yeah,
keep
it went
going.
all right.
Keep going.
So basically,
Is it going all right?
Hitler is a collectivist. Hitler, one of the ways he funded his war and paid for all the tanks and paid for all that shit is he gave everyone the opportunity to have a basically an apartment on a lake, a vacation spot, and a VW, a Volkswagen. Okay, but you had to pay up front. He gave you a little stamp book. Okay. And they would, like, every month that you paid, they would like click off another stamp. If you missed one payment, you had to start over. All that money went to the
Oh,
fucking
shit.
to the Reich.
Oh,
So-
shit.
And guess what? They didn't really intend for anybody to get fucking apartments on the lake and the fucking, VWs.
Oh, my God.
They just used those VW plants to make fucking tanks. So that's one of the ways, and and V2 rockets and all that shit, gyroscope rockets. He was the first one to have that.
Oh, my God.
So
Don't stop now.
Marx, Lenin, Stalin, Hitler, none of them were fucking conservatives. But Marx is for idiots, Marx that don't think or have any vision and just listen to other people, Marx is the answer to everything. Yeah, they're the answer to he's the answer to everything. So any economic, any social issue, any whatever it is, it's all about power. It's all about who has power and blah, 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 blah. So professors, activists, community organizers, actors, singers, all these people, Taylor Swift. One of the biggest people in the whole world is a fucking Joe Biden backer. Well, I wonder how that happened,
Oh, shit.
Manipulation, money, do it, whatever it is. I don't think she's a bad person. She's just an idiot. So basically they use social manipulation. They change the language, equity versus equality. People that think equity and equality are the same thing, they literally are not. And when that is, implemented, you're going to see the fucking difference.
Non-binary.
They silence others. They take their guns. They divide. They distract. They support the control over poverty, over hunger. They control the money. They destroy religion and culture because you can't fucking have people with a pride that...
You can't have people with faith.
Yeah, nothing. No.
You cannot have people with faith.
Yes. You need faith in the fucking leadership. That's all you need. No. Faith in the state.
Because
you need faith in the state.
Because I'll tell you this right now. People who do not have faith, I know a lot of people say that's blindly following without any kind of backing of whatsoever. You just believe what you believe because that's what you fucking believe.
Yeah. So
I disagree with that. I think faith has so much more to it. And it's a bastardization of what it is. And it's been changed and manipulated from what it once was, what faith used to mean, which was, it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you believe. I know what I believe, what is in my heart, what is good for all. I have faith that things are going to be as they should, regardless of what you say. And now it's, oh, you think that this,
So, basically, they ruin, they imprison, they take away everything, and they kill enemies of the state. And the state isn't necessarily the leader. The state is the party, really, and that's what you are going up against is the party.
Democratic Party.
No, I'm talking more the.
Oh, you were talking about something else. You were talking about something else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, keep going.
There are many. I hope people are picking up fucking parallels because if they're not. So what is the significance of a running president being charged with 34 felonies in the state of New York, being convicted of them, and it's during a presidential election, and it's all over some whore?
Yeah.
Is there any sort of, does that set off any red flags for everyone? And also, did they need all the unanimous jury?
No.
They didn't.
No.
Yeah. It's
the jury with the nooses around them, because that shit was hung.
Oh yeah.
I was like a black man in a fucking porno. That shit was hung.
Yeah. But, and then there's also the shit about, like, the DA that had the fucking boyfriend that was, like, fucking, they're, like, millions of dollars getting fucking exchanged hands. It's completely unethical. It's completely fucking illegal.
Did you also know that she was fucking completely crazy? Like, it came out that during it, she had, like, fucking, like, new tattoos and shit where she was all fucking into this crazy shit. And she admitted it on the fucking stand, bro.
I don't like
She's
it.
nuts.
Yeah.
She doesn't have
nobody
nuts,
sees that.
but she's nuts.
No. Nobody sees that. That isn't involved in this.
That's
so that's
not
why
the
people.
agenda.
That's why people need to be on fucking Twitter and fucking looking at conservative pundits and seeing what's going on. You can still watch your other shit, but you can't fucking get your news from one fucking source. You piece of shit idiots.
I will say this. I am proud that YouTube changed its shit.
Why?
YouTube has changed its shit.
I'm not impressed, but yeah.
Well, the reason why I say that is because I'm not ignorant to it. And I pay attention more than I actually get myself involved.
Mhm.
And they put out these, it's granted, it's the look what happened with our former president, right? And look at what the Democratic Party, and look at what the Republican Party, and I'm just looking. I'm looking and I'm seeing what they're saying. And what they're saying is a bunch of bullshit. And they're telling us that this is what you need to look at.
Oh yeah, no, it's fake. All of it.
Absolutely.
Every algorithm, every fucking thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I'm
Oh.
not that stupid
Well,
and I'm not that ignorant that I can't look at it for myself and be like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You
but most people don't do that.
motherfuckers."
Most people
No,
don't do that.
most-
That's why we're doing this right now.
Most don't.
Yeah.
Most don't.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is that they're putting their shit out there, Steve. They're putting their shit
They
out
can't
there.
stop it.
And they're saying, look at this as a bad thing.
That's
And
why I'm wanting
looking at it like you're fucking retarded because you're sowing the seeds of dissent in your own message.
So that's why I'm a big fan of Twitter, is because Elon bought it and he's libertarian, really, which is on the
He
right
don't
side.
give a fuck.
He's rich
He
enough.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, honestly, I hope fucking him and Trump have I texted that to him. I said that we would have a meeting really soon, or that he should have a meeting really
please,
soon.
let's fucking do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's
So-
go to Mars and have a fucking beer with Trump.
So, all right. So here's kind of my final thoughts on this, which is that the elite use us to maintain power. They divide us. They cause squabbling. One of the first times that I really started kind of hearing about like this whole, pre-Civil War revolution shit was in 2012 with the Occupy Wall Street movement, right?
Oh, yeah. The 99 percenters.
And that was right around the time. Oh, yeah. So basically all of these people, conservatives, liberals, all that
Started
were,
in about 2010, 2011.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. But it was
like
it
peaked
was
in 2012.
huge in
Yeah.
2012.
So
Because
people
that
are
was an
camping
election
out.
year.
People are camping out at fucking financial institutions and doing all this shit and basically saying, you people are fucking robbing us, right? Well, then guess what, started to pop up? Intersectionalism, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and fucking all this Marxist bullshit that makes you feel good inside because you think you're doing the right thing, but literally you just don't see the end game, which is fucking, basically Charlemagne, and then, that's good. And then beyond that, it's all fucking bullshit. And that's why people revolt and have revolutions, is because one person takes good things like you shouldn't hate other people and everybody should have food and you should be able to go see a doctor and nobody should reach in your vagina and take things from you, or be able to tell you what to do with it. It's like, yes, those are all decent ideas. Fuck you. It doesn't work like that. That's not how economics works. That's not how freedom works. That's not how, manifest destiny, and self-determination.
You want to know something interesting?
Yeah.
And I'm totally calling it out. I'm calling it out, and I don't give a fuck right now. Our viewership declined throughout our progression of today's episode. And
That's
the
what
reason
happens.
why I pointed out is not because I'm upset. It's not because I'm upset. I love the people who tune in, even for fucking 20 minutes, half an hour,
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I love everybody who pays attention.
Mhm.
No one wants to hear about this shit these days.
Maybe.
No one
I don't care.
wants to hear about it. No, I don't care
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I don't care
It
either.
literally has no impact on me whether or not people. Honestly, I just feel I have a moral, fucking.
you're in the right space.
that
I'm in the right space
I just-
because we're able to do this
Mhm.
and we're able to uphold
Yeah.
this kind of conversation, even with a little levity.
Mhm.
We still have fun with it.
Sure.
And we're able to share this. And I am not afraid to call out everyone who gets tired of listening to something that actually fucking hits home. It hits home here and it hits home here,
Mhm.
and people are so fucking fed up with listening to it
Mhm.
because they don't know what the fuck to do,
Or
and they don't want to think for themselves, and it's hard.
unless they watch Fox News or Tucker Carlson or fucking,
He was fired.
any of that shit. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How many people do you think that left are going to go watch Tucker Carlson tonight, or going to fucking go watch, Tim Pool or Ben Shapiro or fucking,
I actually watch all of those people.
I'm not asking you.
No, I
I'm
know.
asking you what you think those people that left
They're not.
would be doing. Exactly.
They're,
exactly.
They're not.
And so
I love them all.
Hopefully
but
we
they're
touched. Hopefully we touched those people so that they will look something up, and maybe they'll have a little bit of a strike going, oh, this is exactly the same thing that happened all throughout history. And guess what? The only good shit that came along was the people that were fucking willing to fight for it. And so I bet, or I hope, that people will be willing to fight for the right things, because otherwise, this is the last bastion of freedom. This is the last thing before either fucking completely taken over by a Marxist regime that will have secret police, that will fucking throw everybody in jail, that'll kick you all off YouTube, that'll make fucking all of this shit.
You say the wrong thing, you're fucking dust.
You're done. Yeah.
You're dust.
Yeah.
You don't exist anymore.
And what, or we fucking fight back, we vote the right fucking thing. Somebody was saying, I don't like Trump or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. In fact,
do you like?
how about this, douchebags? I've had this shit for fucking 8 years, and I've never even fucking put it on until right fucking now.
Do you like what's going on in our country right now? Are you cool with fucking overinflated prices? Are you cool with the overinflated fucking cost of fucking living? Are you cool with not being able to do what you like? Are you cool with being lied to about what the fuck you are these days? Do you need to have a goddamn fucking label for fucking everything?
Yeah.
Do you want to be called a cis fucking anything? Fuck off.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing.
Learn and educate yourself.
Some people, we might have a black, trans, whatever out there listening to this.
Love them. Love
Absolutely.
them regardless.
Why wouldn't you? Who
Love
cares?
them
Who
all.
fucking cares?
We are about people.
I don't care about your fucking genitals, whether they're a girl's or a boy's. Just, I don't know. Leave me out of it. If you're
Right.
not a good-looking trans, I ain't dealing with it.
Unless we on a date, leave me out of it.
So, but here's the thing: is that the useful idiots, the Yuri Bezmenov term, which is they take people that are useful to them as they're setting up their revolution, as they're changing culture, as they're bastardizing, the message of the other side, and they, once they are not useful anymore, here's the thing: we speak out, right? We're speaking out right now.
Yeah.
So if we were useful idiots, once the conservatives were in power, they'd fucking get rid of us. They'd kick us all off, because you don't want intelligent, well-informed, spoken people to have something against you when they don't get what they want, because you're promising them that they will be on top, that you're going to give them power. And it's fucking bullshit. It's so wrong that you would trust those politicians to follow through on shit they didn't believe 10 years ago. And you could see them say the exact opposite. But only because it benefits them do they fucking say it now. Fucking Biden was dropping the N-bomb and saying we need to send all these black people to jail in the 90s. And suddenly now he's all, because he doesn't fucking, he has
no mental faculties left.
Well, and he has no moral compass.
No.
Whatever gets him into the office, it's not anything about him being a fucking a demented asshole. He doesn't give a fuck.
You want to know something else?
Hold on.
Okay.
So you need to look at things like the New York Times, okay? We have a president that won the fucking election back in 2000, right? Or sorry, 2016.
Right.
Guess how many New York Times articles were supportive of the 51 or 50 whatever % that voted for fucking Trump?
I think it was 53 or 54.
Okay, yeah. So guess how many articles written in the New York Times, the percentage
They
that
were all
pro-Trump.
defaming, weren't they?
It was above 90%. I think it was like some scary high number.
They
like,
were defaming.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not one, or whatever. 2 articles might have been like, he's all right. But the rest of them were all fucking follow the leader. Hey, we're all rich fucking liberals that went to fucking college and were programmed by fucking professors that were programmed by Marxists. So it's just a Marxist line of fucking trajectory. And now we're dealing with the after effects as they divide our culture. They destroy our fucking, our
Infrastructure.
and our history. And
They
then,
are changing history.
absolutely. Yeah.
They're changing fucking
Your
history.
kids aren't learning history.
No.
They're learning fucking
They're
oppression.
learning about
They're learning
sex.
Marxist.
They're learning about
Marxist shit.
sex in fucking elementary school.
Yeah, and now, we have cis, we have gay, we have all these fucking, all this stuff. It is literally tearing us apart and making it unable for us to have a coalition of people to fight the fucking nobility, the elites that are the swamp. That's it. That's the fucking thing. So I hope people will really just understand how bad they're being manipulated by the news, by social media, and that you need to pick a fucking side, okay? And I hope that all those middle-of-the-road voters are just watching this and going, you know what, this shit's fucked up. Like, oh, you had a fucking a kangaroo court, convict
Jesus
someone of
fucking
34
Christ.
fucking felonies when they're running for fucking office. And guess what? Did
He's
Hillary
still winning.
Did Bill Clinton, get put on trial? Did
Nixon.
Well, yeah, Clinton. I mean, they were impeached, but not like criminally,
Right.
Hillary Clinton with her fucking servers. Obama with his fucking drone wars. He killed a guy. He killed his chef, threw him off a boat. I don't know. I'm just saying, nobody
I didn't know
fucking
that shit.
Joe Biden, he had cocaine in his house. He sniffs many women. He's had like accusations about
That's
shit.
a fucking fact.
Absolutely.
If you don't think that Montana looks like it's fucking sniffing Idaho, like it's fucking,
funny. Yeah.
like it's fucking Joe Biden with a little girl on fucking film
Yeah.
in front of the whole goddamn world, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Look at it.
And so
Open your fucking eyes.
all right.
It's just funny.
Yeah. So the I guess hold on. We're not even doing fucking plugs. Fuck them. So basically,
I love you, Steve.
So
I
basic-
love this show.
So basically, narratives have replaced the truth. People create fucking narratives and spin a web, and then everybody gets caught up in it because that's what makes them feel good or because they think somebody's evil or whatever the fuck it is. Think about this. There are people that are evil. There are people that are greedy and have agendas and have fucking all this sort of stuff. Maybe just don't automatically assume people are evil. Maybe follow the fucking money, you bunch of fucking idiots.
Where's Kevin Spacey?
They have the social media algorithms, and those are just filtering shit to make you believe something, whether it's malicious or not. You just fall down that rabbit hole and you never learn fucking anything. And then you have people that are afraid to talk to their family and their friends and their strangers. If you think you can walk around New York City wearing this fucking hat, I mean, maybe now you can after this fucking sham trial.
Definitely in the Bronx, you'd be safe. Even a white dude.
And, and here's some of the things that I expect. I expect fucking big student loan forgiveness coming up. And guess what, Dan? Do you have student loans?
Fuck no.
Enjoy paying for mine.
You're welcome. I hate it.
Expect the price of gas to drop before the election.
Of course. It's already down to, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it. Like, I love being a member of Costco, but I'm sad that I'm looking around at all of the other fucking gas stations and it's $3.77,
Yeah.
$3.76. Costco fucking $3.39.
Well, I'm not saying Costco has a thing in the game, but
No,
I'm just saying,
no, but-
expect a dip to like
but-
3.
But
you
look
know?
at it.
Yeah.
But look at it. They're like,
Yeah. But that's how you manipulate
fucked
people.
up.
That's how you manipulate people and
It's
make them think
fucked
that
up.
everything's okay when it's not. You're fucking pulling the wool over people's eyes because guess what? Then the
I
next
hate
person,
turtlenecks.
the economic downturn that's going to happen, that doesn't happen for a little while. They can
No.
fucking give us all the oil reserves because they don't give a fuck.
They'd
they
wait
just don't
until
give a
next
fuck.
year. They'd wait until next year after the holidays.
And so I believe that like white supremacist shit will completely escalate, or they'll come up with a new spin on it, because you can't keep calling people Nazis when they clearly aren't.
Even
except
if you
to
put Neo in front of it.
except for religious zealots, the left side that is so fucking programmed by that Marxist fucking belief that they watch every word that you say to see if it is a way to get offended and shut down your speech. Fuck you. I don't have any fucking any guilt. I'm not a white guilt fucking person. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't even feel that for a second. And so I am their fucking kryptonite. I can't even fucking wait.
The one thing I wanted to say that amuses me the most is the whole I just have to say it. It's the Queers for Palestine.
Yeah, exactly that.
That
exactly.
is so fucking hilarious because what these fucking programmed motherfuckers don't understand is that if you were in Palestine promoting, they'd be all about you promoting. They'd fucking encourage you to promote left and right.
From the rooftops.
Absolutely. They'd be happy as fucking hell for you to do so. As soon as they fucking won, they'd slaughter every single one of you. They'd make you disappear. They'd make your voices unheard, except in the history books of, look at how we were so enlightened by them, but they are all sinners and we get rid of them all.
Well, they would fucking, useful idiots. They would accept you and your pride flags until the second that they didn't need you anymore.
Unuseful anymore, and then you're fucking dust.
Yeah, Hamas would be just sharpening their blades, just waiting. They couldn't even fucking wait. Yeah,
they'd just be like, we've got the whetstone in the back.
You think you mean more than fucking Allah?
No.
Fuck you.
That was a point I was trying to get at for a minute.
You're absolutely right.
But it's absolute fact.
Yeah. And they even have Jews for Palestine and shit like that. And it's like, not that that's a big thing. And like, I don't care.
Not as much, but
it just shows kind of how ignorant people are to the actual way of the world. Whatever. That they would kill you. They have no. They
wouldn't hesitate.
Yeah, just to say that they did. It's just like after
absolutely.
the rape copters came in. And the guys were like, I killed 10 Israelis, and their family is so proud. Did you ever hear those recordings?
No, but I'm not surprised by it.
Palestinians,
just because even though it was a cinematic, it is very well illustrated in the movie of fucking Inglourious Bastards, where they're in Tarantino's version of the Nazi regime, where he's glamorizing a movie made about a sniper who was in a bell tower, a Nazi sniper who killed over 100 some fucking, if not 300, I can't remember what his number was. It was several hundred fucking Jewish and members of the Allies just from his fucking bell tower. And it was just a Nazi sniper just fucking killing, and how he glamorized it and put it up on the screen as to, look at what all I did for our side.
Propaganda.
I mean, we do it too.
Absolutely.
We do it too. Sure. As Americans, we do it too. We're not exempt.
Propaganda was made a long time ago.
We're not exempt.
Yeah. But it also depends on what you believe in,
But for us, for our troops, for what we actually stand for as a military, for what we try to do, we try to the best of my knowledge, and I know I'm already getting my ass kicked later by military people because I got military people in my family, and I'm going to them later.
Yeah, libertarians are gonna fuck you up.
No, just military.
No.
It's that I already know the ass kicking's coming, so it's gonna be great because I got alcohol later.
Okay.
It's that we have tried as military members to stand up for our country. We have tried to stand up for what we believe in as a people, what America is supposed to stand for.
Sure.
And not all of us were proven right. Not all of us were encouraged to do the right thing. And the people who were punished for it is unfortunately those in our military. And
But-
that
yeah.
sucks the most.
Well, and their families, you know,
Yes.
it radiates out.
Yes, absolutely. It's part of my family.
I agree with you that
It sucks
individuals
so bad.
I agree with you that individuals do the right thing.
Yes.
I do not agree with the powers that be, the politicians, the fucking generals, all that
No.
shit, because that's cronyism.
It is.
Unfortunately.
No,
Unfortunately,
it
I
is
truly believe that.
100% unfortunate.
Which is why we need to limit fucking,
But
terms of
office.
office. Yeah,
I believe in our military. I believe in
Oh,
what they
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I know that they're not just idiots who
Yeah.
are just. I don't believe that they are just the useful idiots. I really don't. No matter what branch of the military you're in, I don't believe that it's just a blanket statement that they're
No.
just useful idiots.
No.
There are people who have tried to do what they could for our freedoms,
Sure.
to uphold what our ideals are supposed to be,
Mhm.
and that they have fought and given and watched,
Mhm.
if not given, watched the ultimate sacrifice.
Mhm.
And that's relevant even to me today, is that they have given the ultimate sacrifice and they go unnoticed, they go ignored, they go unloved, they go uncared for properly. And it's so fucking hard because you can't do anything for them. Like the only thing that I can do is say, I love you and I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I can't do more than that.
Well, I mean,
As
some
much-
of us do.
Some of
Yeah.
us can.
Yeah,
Not all of us can though.
sure.
And
Not all
so
of us-
for
No, most
those,
of us don't believe that. Most people won't put a fucking American flag out in front of their house anymore. So fuck all of them. That's all I'm saying. Those are the people I'm trying to reach. The ones with
Understood.
no fucking flag in front of their house.
Understood.
They better go put one up right now, or I'll come over there and fucking start throwing rocks through the window.
But I also want it known that between you and I have people who are in the military in my life,
Sure.
in my family, and I know that the ass kicking's coming, but I also know that as soon as I get that ass whooping, we're having beers afterwards, and it's going to be okay. Because I stood up for what I believed in, just as they stood up for what they believed in. We're still family, we still love each other,
Mhm.
and we're on equal footing because of that.
I would never make light of a veteran's,
Never.
deployment and wait,
Fucking
let
never.
me finish. I would never make light of a veteran of the time that they served or anything like that. But I'm sure most veterans would go, yeah, I wish I wasn't there. I wish we didn't go fucking do that. I saw a lot of my friends die for a country that I don't even give a fuck about
Too
and
many
doesn't give a
people
fuck
been
about us.
fucking blown up.
And that's
whether
and
they
whose fault is
survived or
that?
not.
Yeah, whose
Whether
fault
they-
is that?
Mm.
Trump's the only one that didn't fucking start a war.
4 fucking years.
Yeah.
No goddamn war.
Yeah, fucking he dealt with the most volatile of people. He dealt with Iran. He dealt with Russia. He dealt with fucking North Korea. All that shit.
Speaking of North Korea, I have to say this, and also with Russia, I have to say this. Just before I don't know whether or not we're going just yet. I don't know. We're having a good time. We're talking. It's the best kind of conversation.
Mhm.
It's the best conversation, whether you pay attention or not. Anyway,
People better fucking pay
I
attention.
watched as I saw a video of Trump talking about going and talking to the leader of North Korea. I
Yeah.
don't know what his fucking name is. I don't really care.
Kim Jong Un.
Right.
Mhm.
But he walked across the border.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking security.
Mhm.
He just walked across
Yeah.
straight up to motherfucker.
Mhm.
They shook hands.
Mhm.
They talked. They fucking had it out.
Mhm.
For one. The other thing I wanted to say was that I saw a video that was suppressed about, Putin and Trump and Putin and
Mhm.
Trump and
Yeah, because apparently they were fucking or whatever, just like Stormy Daniels.
or he
Yeah.
was watching it or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Or he had videotapes and it came out as, I don't know why people are saying that I have this information about your president. I don't. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And guess who the religious zealots would be? The leftist religious, the Marxist religious zealots. They would go, oh, well, that's fake. He's lying,
Right.
or whatever.
But it was
Yeah.
fucking direct translation.
Yeah.
And they only just recently let it out.
And look, it's going to be such dirty warfare from here on out because they just made a person that's
Oh, yeah.
running for president a felon,
And
which he can
people are
still-
happy about it.
He can, well, half, or not
Well,
even
no,
half,
no,
but,
no,
those people.
They're
are.
happy about it because they're like, for the first time in our life, we can vote for a criminal, and we're happy
Well,
about it.
I mean, I don't know if because
They're
here's
not
the
happy
thing.
about the charge. They're happy about that he still fucking hasn't given up.
The real ones of us are preparing for the next phase. The next phase, I mean, honestly, if Trump gets elected, which obviously, so yesterday something that happened was he was convicted, right?
Yeah,
not
34
sentenced.
counts of felonies.
Yeah, and
sentencing isn't until July.
yeah, and if he beats this and still becomes president, which I think he will, once that happened, his donations crashed because I think there's a maximum you can donate and like all this stuff, and everybody's like on Twitter going, I donate the maximum, I donate the max, like all that
Right.
stuff. I'm redonating and $5,000, $10,000. I mean, like people are fucking donating. I can't wait to see what his pile of cash looks like and how he uses it to fucking change everything. Change the narrative, just all of the media, all of that stuff. And he has people like Elon on his side now. So it's not that you have all of the social medias and you only have this like little, couple of them that allow conservatives on, because like Twitter didn't allow conservatives to actually like have a voice and to gain power. They just fucking close your account. Trump did it. Or Alex Jones.
I want something understood. I am not a pro-Trumper.
Yeah.
I am not an anti-Trumper.
I am now.
But I want it understood that I am pro this country. Okay?
Mhm.
I am very much pro this country
Yeah.
and pro the people who live in this country, who work in this country, who strive for better for everyone else in this country, or even just themselves in this country. I am all about those people.
But the
So is he.
preservation.
So is he, and that's hard to fucking argue with.
Absolutely.
When
Yep.
he proves it,
The American dream.
he proves that he's about the people. He proves that he's about the people.
If you pay attention.
If you pay attention, yeah.
If you actually know
Even
what's
if
going
you
on.
don't pay attention, you can't
Those people
shake
don't
it.
get it. No,
you
those
can't
people
shake it.
those people don't get exposed to the type of information you're talking about.
Whew.
So that's what I'm saying.
It is hot topic.
So I think that
Not the goth store.
So I think that, the thing I would agree with wanting to preserve is the American fucking core values and dreams. That's it. The fucking Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and fucking economic prosperity without going to fucking war and paying money into the biggest shitbags that live in this country, which are the ones that are accepting that money. Those
and
are
then
the people.
shipping it out of the country.
Either out of the country or they're just leaving it for their shitbag
They're
kids
leaving it in their pockets
to become the next generation.
or they're shipping it out of the country. They're doing those two things.
Yeah, because if you don't think that all of that money makes people wealthy, and guess what wealthy people want? They want power, and they want to maintain their wealth. So then guess what? You have plenty of money to become a politician and be in the same district, and just because you have that name, Justin fucking Trudeau, you get fucking elected.
And they keep wanting more.
Yeah, and then you just have a faggot fucking prime minister that is more worried about fucking,
Did you say
gay
the
rights.
faggot word?
Sorry.
I can't believe you said the faggot word.
It's an ugly word, isn't it?
It is. It's worse than cunt.
So hateful.
It's cunt, faggot. They're like
And do you want to know what the worst thing that might happen is?
the best.
Well,
I want to know. Sorry.
I would say that the worst thing that might happen is either another fucking pandemic epidemic or which is very easy to,
I don't think
make
people are
happen.
going to buy it as easily as they did the last time.
but you can control people
You
by their
can.
fear. Yep, by their fear. And then, of course, the liberals would control us by not letting us not wear masks.
I'm not being
You know?
fucking controlled again.
Just saying.
Never. I
Um,
did the mask shit. I'm fucking over it. I'm
Yeah.
done with it. So is over.
Well, and then when they don't believe in it, or when people stop believing it, then you roll out the vaccines. And then people have to fucking invest in all this money into vaccines. Oh, guess what? Somehow fucking,
Steve, I'm respectfully not touching the word vaccine. I'm not going to touch it.
But what I really fear is martial law. I fear maybe
You brought me back.
maybe, the FBI setting up fucking terrorist attacks.
I think
Or
it's more
fucking-
the CIA.
Well, yeah, they're not supposed to work here, but they do. The NSA, the DHS, there's a lot of fucking government entities that are.
Oh, did you know that for the first time in history that our Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security got fucking impeached?
Why would he get impeached, Dan?
Because there was over 10 million illegal immigrants. That's right. I said it. Balls to the fucking walls.
Mhm.
Illegal immigrants
Mhm.
in 4 years.
Dan, no human is illegal. Oh, but they're criminal.
Correct.
Yeah,
But still,
yeah.
according to the terms that they
Mhm.
have allotted us,
Mhm.
it is an illegal immigrant.
Mhm.
And
those
there
are-
has been 10 million in 4 fucking years
Yeah.
under our current Secretary of Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah.
He got his bald ass impeached.
Good. I mean, I'm sure he won't go to prison.
First
I'm sure
time
he
in
won't
history.
go to fucking, yeah.
But he got his ass impeached. He's
Mhm.
fucked.
Well,
For the rest of his days, he ain't getting no government shit.
but I don't care about him. I
I'm
care
just
about
saying.
everybody they're going to put in his place.
I'm
That's
just-
what I care about.
I'm just saying.
That's what they did.
That's
That's exactly. No, I
epic.
just fucking figured it out. That was the fucking the useful idiot. They just got rid of him. Guess who comes next? The worser of the two. So then they get to fucking, hey, we need more. This guy's a little trigger shy. He only let in 10 million. We better fucking,
Up our game in the next 5 months.
Yeah. But think about all those
Fuck.
people in fucking New York and all those places that are like, hey, fuck you guys. You guys are, putting these people up in hotels. They fucking shit in the streets and they
Giving
steal
money.
stuff.
They're giving money.
Yeah. They're roving gangs and, whatever. Good. Enjoy your fucking shit. I live far enough away from it that I'll fight for the shit around here. And even honestly, if I had to go somewhere to fucking help fight, I would. Because I'm like, look, I don't have any kids. Maybe this is my fucking calling, is to stop, this fucking Marxist fucking cloud from enveloping the rest of the fucking free world. Because if once we go, the rest of them go. That's it. We are the one fucking, keystone holding this together. It's fucking crazy. And it's a lot of responsibility. And guess who wears that fucking hat?
You're wearing the hat.
Well,
I'm not wearing the hat.
the other guy wears the hat,
I'm just saying, I'm not wearing the hat today, Steve.
Yeah. But I mean, and that's the thing too, is I'm not so worried about like what's happening right now because I'll be fine. Things are okay. It's what if I have a kid? What fucking world are they going to come into? What if my kid has a kid? Are they going to be fucking the serfs, that are fucking raking mud for no money and fucking basically are slaves?
What's that weird thing on that paper, my lord? Nothing. Get back to your turnips.
Well, and I just don't want that to be the next revolution. I don't want it to have to get to that fucking point where we never have another constitution.
We'll bring back the guillotine.
We never have the
motherfuckers.
Magna Carta. We never have any of that shit because the powerful get more powerful. They control more information. They get a fucking robot army. And then suddenly it's fucking Terminator 2 Judgment Day and I'm fucking John Connor,
And then it's the Matrix.
If it keeps going, then yes,
Steve,
yes.
199 episodes, man.
Yeah,
199 episodes of awesome.
yeah. This
like,
one,
you guys got me into fucking podcasting,
Mhm.
and I absolutely love it.
It's
I
great.
have been happy this entire fucking time. I am thankful. I am grateful. I've been able to be a part of this,
absolutely.
and I'm thankful to everybody who tunes in.
Yeah.
Whether you stay for 5 minutes or you stay for the whole goddamn time, I don't care. I love
Yeah.
everybody. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
everything about this. And one of the best ways that I think that you could fucking wrap this shit up is finding yourself at these
Don't fucking care about it.
Okay,
I
fine.
already said that, Dan.
I didn't care. I have fun saying it, Steve, for fuck's sake.
So,
I love ya.
I guess I just wanted to say to everybody that, we're not a political podcast.
No, we're not.
This is political season, though. I mean,
It
we're going to
is.
be there's going to be a lot of fucking interesting things happening. And honestly, I don't think it's going to, I think we're going to have an election unlike anything we've ever fucking seen before. So as far as dirty tricks and fucking, you know,
pulling out all the stops.
Yes.
We're going to get Looney Tunes up in this bitch.
Yes. So everyone, please be vigilant.
Watch out for Acme.
Don't believe what they fucking tell you. You know, follow the money. Stay skeptical. That's
Think for
really
yourself. Question authority.
Yeah. If somebody's telling you about someone, they're probably lying to you. You know, like if the fucking basically whatever. Everything is misdirection and fucking smoke and mirrors. So you know, figure out who you think is right and the right side to fight for. I just hope that out of the, 20% of people that are, 10 or 20% that are like liberal, big time liberal zealots, those people that are religiously, atheist and queer and like all that stuff. I don't hate any of those people.
No.
They're just inconsequential. All they do is damage society if they are trying to push their agenda on the rest of us. The rest of us are fine. The other 80%, we're fine. So if you want to still remain fine and not be that, fucking figure out which side you're on. I'm happy if you go to that side.
Think for yourself.
Just show me who you are.
Question authority.
Yeah.
As well as question fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
And think for yourself. Love you, people.
I agree.
Love America. Good
Best
night, guys.
podcast in the world. The world would not be the same.
I like it.
No wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people.
Yeah. Forever shall it wave.
Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death,
Sounds like a bad time.
the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to...
The Sensible Sociopath. This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is going to love it. Millennials are going to be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where you kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's how Steve Irwin died. Cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
His father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
I mean, she could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina. Daniel!